Good morning, guys. Welcome to State of the Economy, another wake-up session as well. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. It's morning for me. Welcome to Lost Ark State of the Economy. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm Josh. I will be your host for today, and I hope you guys are having a great time in Lost Ark. And as you guys may have noticed, I've not played Lost Ark for a long time and been going into new content. But, you guys still play Lost Ark. It's actually, really, really got it for you guys, okay? I reckon you guys are doing a great job in being dedicated to this game. I gotta say, if I had more time to dedicate this game, I definitely would as well. Maybe I'm lying to that one, but yeah, sometimes you got to go to different games, but still got a soft spot for this game as well with all the the unique patterns, unique mechanics for surprisingly a simple game on its face value, and also the balance is actually pretty decent as well, other than PvP, of course, which is impossible to balance. Now, guys, we're going to check the state of the market on the US West side, so I'm on Voltan, and we're going to see how crazy the market has gone, or not so crazy. So first of all, we're going to check the parties. So as you guys can see here, a lot of no bids here as well. It seems like Engravings has taken the form of getting a carry for extra 300 or 200 gold. I think a middling amount of 200 300 gold is not really worth it. You just want to get the books at all. The books are probably worth a lot more. Given the fact that the books have increased, I think, significantly since 4 weeks ago, where the books were incredibly cheap with the Throne Spire bug being fixed. Well, not bug, but that, nipped in the bud where new accounts can't get Throne Spire right away. I think this will fix this quite a bit. As you can see here, now no bid. People trying to get that legendary items right away. Now, next up, we're going to go check the Abyss rates as well. I expect Argos to have gone down a bit in price, man. Argos being at its lowest at 1.1k. And you can see here that not many people are doing Argos at the moment. It's only 5 groups. And I gotta say, they've been releasing a lot of event rates to get everyone to Legion rates of 1430, 1445. So I probably expect it because of that. And also, not to mention as well, Argos doesn't give much gold anymore. Or it could be people quitting. You never know. But I think it's due to the fact that not many people are in that 1370, 1400 range anymore, and they can probably form their own Argos groups and get it down pretty easily. Next up, we're going to check Voltan. As you can see here, Voltan, not many carries, actually. Many carries have already been done so far. But yeah, no carries at all for Voltan. To be fair, it is early on Sunday morning, so, that could be the thing as well. Now, you got here for Vicus, still a few carries here, bound 3.5k. It's been dancing around that 3.5k and 4k mark for a while. So not terribly surprising. And once again, as I said, guys, you're never gonna have a carry for Keckle Sidon, okay? Unfortunately, you're never gonna have a carry for that. So you're better off actually trying to learn the content and do it yourself. Overall, as I said, I think Voltan's probably still at its normal point of 1.1k. Voltan and Argos tend to follow each other with the worth of gold. And looks like people just, sitting back and just doing their weekly stuff and getting ready for Broshaza, which will release in December. Now, with Broshaza, I expect Broshaza to be cleared pretty quickly, given the fact that with Keckle Sidon was cleared very quickly, due to the fact that the timeline people had from Vicus to Keckle Sidon was enough to prepare yourself to get 1490. Now, with Broshaza, they already started at 1490, and you've done basically almost 2 months of Keckle Sidon. You're probably all ready to go. You're probably like 1515 or 1520, and it's just going to be like Keckle Sidon all over again, where you're basically doing Broshaza gate 1 to gate 6 in the first week. So that's some good news for a lot of people who are a bit worried. Also as well, make sure you spend time with your family during the Christmas break. That's also most important as well. But anyways, guys, we're going to get to the Mari store, and I have a feeling it's gone a bit more wild, the Mari store, because people now don't have anything to really spend their gold on other than Fions, so getting ready for the next patch. Now, basically overall, ooh, yeah, that's not good at all. 4k for blue crystals. Now, the main reason why I say I'm really concerned about this price going up and up and up and up is basically purchases, especially the crystalline aura, which means real life money is more attractive, and also newer players trying to come to the game. Now, I know they've done a lot of event passes and stuff like that to make sure that no one's buying blue crystals. But if you want to enjoy the crystalline aura and stuff like that in this game, which is very significant for your silver and stuff like that, and honing and stuff like that, this is not a good look, okay? Because basically 3.9k gold, let's say for example you're going to 1445, that's basically 4 weeks, actually less than 4 weeks, like probably 2 weeks of Vicus and Voltan runs, and maybe, obviously a week of Keckle Sidon runs as well. And you only get one character up there, and then you got, basically 3k gold to spend elsewhere, and items are inflated as well. And this is not really a good start for anyone new to the game to really come back to. It's just, they can't really reach the end goal super quickly, and also they're just basically scraping for money to just keep their crystalline aura going. Overall, if you're still playing the game, of course, probably a bit of detriment to you as well, given the fact it's gone up by 500G. But I think at this point, everyone's got the best of stock gear, and they're not spending the gold on anything, so blue crystals are pretty easy to come by. Now, let's get to the AH quickly as well. So the I guess AH so far, I would say the honing mats are going pretty well. So let's just go start with the pouches. I love the pouches. Pouches are always my favorite part of these videos, because when you start with the pouches, well, you can see how everything's going at the moment. And also not to mention as well, with these pouches as well, it is really, really good to see, to, basically see which maps you should be farming. Now, once again, I'm going to say life shards have now pipped harmony shards large, so tier 2 is still the place to be. I'm going to say right now, tier 2 is still the place to be. Get those tier 2 maps, get Yawn, get Phaeton maps. If you still, you probably should find a dedicated group, maybe there's a Discord for us like that. Create a Discord group, find people who want to do these rifts on US West or whatever it is, and get them done, because it is a lot of gold that you are missing by not having these pouches, especially the life shard pouches as well. So very, very important. Next up, we're going to go to the Leapstones. Now, with the Leapstones, basically they've all gone up. Basically this has gone up about 18G. This has gone up by about 10G since we last saw it. Now, I wonder what's led to this. I think it's probably the great race to Brashaza, because Brashaza is coming a lot closer. I mean, you got realistically 3 or 4 weeks till Brashaza. I know there's a new maintenance patch coming up as well, with Reaper class coming out, so that could be also leading as well. But you've only got a limited amount of time before Brashaza comes out, and everyone's trying to get to that 15-20 mark where they can do Gate 6 on week 1 from Go to Woe. It's not efficient from money-wise to do that, but I think people are doing it so they can just do Gate 6 and not worry about RNG screwing them over. Now, overall, next up we're going to take about the Guardian Stones as well. I guess the Guardian Stones, I might expect them to go up slightly. Nope, they haven't gone up. They stay steady. The reason why I expect them to go up is because, basically, if people are all buying... Oh, wow. That can't be right. Destruction Stones for 1? You know what, we're just going to buy that, okay? Let's refresh that quickly. Yeah, that ain't right, okay? They're about, let's see what we got here. Yeah, they're about 6G. Okay, so some bot accidentally, sold us for 1G a 10, but 6G, I gotta say, they've dropped still quite a bit. We got in just in time to just pick up on a bot and just steal their money, steal 5G from them, like stealing candy from a baby. But anyways, as you guys can see here, Destruction Stones are going down as well. I'd say if you're trying to hone, Leapstones are going to be your biggest enemy, but Guardian Stones and Destruction Stones aren't. Looking at the support mats, they haven't realistically changed. They've gone down slightly from 300. I think they've gone down about 5%, but that's about it. Still in their normal range, so nothing has really happened there. To be fair, support mats really don't mean much other than trying to get your pity hone closer and closer. So, if you rather spend less mats, you use the support mats to try and get there closer to that pity hone. Now, last but not least, we're going to check those fusion mats. You can see with the fish prices are really, really low. So fusion mats must be pretty cheap. And I gotta say, Araya mats have fallen to 9G, simple Araya, and basic to 10G. Probably want to buy some up of these ones if you need to. If you don't, you don't. Kyaldo fusion materials are 1G for tier 2. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Now let's go to the consumable sides. Let's get to the potions. Okay, let's see how the potions are going at the moment. So elemental potions, 39G, protective, 40. You can see splendid. Like, as I said before, these will go down. These are below 100G for the first time. And this is probably when you should stock up on these potions and put them in your bank, preparing for Brashaza, because you're going to be using a lot of these potions as well. Next up's going to be the bombs. Overall, the bombs have gone up. Like, they used to be 50G. They've gone up to 60G and stuff like that as well. The potions going down in price must mean people are producing a lot of potions. So maybe producing these consumable mats is the way to go, given that you can find a good area to basically farm these, which can be quite difficult because some of the areas, are basically got a lot of mobs there as well that, you need to clear. It's not like a mobless land. Grenades, Whirlwind and Dark Grenades have stayed relatively stable. As you can see some splendid ones being sold on the board as well. Oh, I didn't know Whirlwind created a weak point as well, but that's actually a pretty cool one. Stagger and weak point. Might be actually pretty good, to use with destruction bombs as well if they do give a weak point. Last but not least, we're going to check the food. And is tier 2 food going to be more expensive than tier... I don't understand this. I still don't understand this. Like, I've moaned about this for weeks. I don't understand why tier 2 food is more expensive than tier 3 food. Like, I am so confused. If someone could answer me in the comment section on why. Like, I'm trying to find out why. Like, maybe it's the big raid. And I'm like, why would... I don't understand, okay? Like, I really, really don't understand why tier 2 food is more expensive than tier 3 food. Anyone can explain to me in the comments, I'd be much obliged, because I still don't get it. I'm still sitting there being like, what the hell's going on? Engravings. Let's check them out. Let's check these engravings out. No. I guess say Strikers recipes are incredibly expensive. Oh, wow. This person's desperately trying to get gold. Oh, geez. A lot of people desperately trying to get gold here. I'm going to say here, if your class books are above 4 digits, I'm going to say straight up, you might as well just farm them from the relative islands that have weekly caps, because it's not worth buying for 6.6k, and obviously some guys desperately trying to farm gold here. Just be aware of that as well. This is going to become more common because a lot of people aren't going to spend the time to just farm some random shitty island in tier 1 to get class mats. So be aware of that as well, that you may want to farm that as well. Also going to say here as well, be very aware that a lot of class recipes that are blue and stuff like that are going to keep going up. And as I said, you may want to start farming those areas. Like I say, Grudge Blue being 200G as well. This is also not very good for a new player to come in, because given the fact that people are really meticulous on engravings, having some of the best engravings behind like a 200G wall when they don't have enough G to begin with because of lack of Crystalline Aura doesn't really help them too much. It's like it's going to take, they can never actually catch up. Now the epic ones are pretty expensive for some, but pretty cheap for everyone. Overall, it's pretty cheap because everyone keeps getting them. Last but not least, you're going to get legendary, and legendary, I'm going to say, is going to be stupidly expensive for the good ones. Striker Death Blows to it, 20k, but I gotta say, it's pretty good to see some of them drop below 20k, except the only ones going up is Grudge and Keen Blunt Weapon. And Adrenaline's dropped back quite a bit as well, and Ambush Master used to be 3.6k about 2 months ago, now 10.3k. I think if you want to try to flip some money over at the engraving market, it's definitely it. But you can see here the inflation has really hit the engraving market, and that's why you see all these no bid runs. Because if they get any of these book legendaries, it's a 10k profit already, and much more than a 300G per carry per week kind of thing. But of course, legendary books are very hard to come by. Next up, we're going to check pets and skins. So first of all, we're going to check the skins and see how the skin market is going at the moment. So the skin market, let's see how that's going. So that's gone up slightly. The weapon set's gone down slightly as well. As you can see here, yeah, this is the first time it's hit the 50ks. And you can see the previous one, Shadow of Stern, that was a long time ago. That being traded for 90k in case anyone wants it. Generally, the skin market represents the gold market at the moment as well, as I've told in multiple videos. And you can see here, these prices have gone up due to the fact that the gold prices have gone up due to the fact that the blue crystal is at 3.9k. Same thing is going to be happening with the pets. Like, I won't be too surprised as well as the pets could be a bit higher. That was wrong. I just realized that was a skin set. So you can see here, a few of the collector pets are still lacking behind, but you can see here the cheapest pets now just above 30k. It used to be 20k. You can see here, basically the pets are going up as the prices of gold are going up as well. So be aware of that. Next up, we're going to go to the auction house and get a slap on the gem market. And we're going to go into, well, I'm going to tell you right now, there's probably some gems in here that are just purely for gold selling, but actually, it's not many. Are the gold sellers abandoning your Lost Ark? I wouldn't be too, okay, never mind, we see some here. You can see some gold selling done here as well. But I gotta say, I wouldn't be surprised if the gold sellers are starting to abandon Lost Ark due to the player base dropping as well. Now, if you guys don't know, that's kind of normal, okay, that they do jump from game to game. Doesn't mean the game's dead. Just as I said, gold sellers don't kill a game. And I gotta tell you guys straight up, like a lot of people have been saying this as well with gold selling, because gems are the generally ones that have a lot of gold selling to it. WoW has a lot of gold sellers in it. You just don't see it too much, okay? You know how I talked about visibility, I think in a video about 3 months ago, how if you don't see the gold sellers, it's not an issue. Same, it's basically in WoW and RuneScape, there's a lot of gold sellers, stuff like that. You just don't see them. In Lost Ark, you saw them everywhere. You saw the bots. So you can tell the difference, because in WoW, you don't see the bots. It's a key difference. Now, someone might be saying, oh, this is a Cope and Seaf argument to, you know, say Lost Ark is relevant. It's just basically straight up telling you, like, you know, that it's not the gold sellers killing the game. Otherwise, WoW Classic and all these other games have died long ago, which they're not. Now, as you can see here, gems still above 20k. I'm gonna say right now, if you haven't got your gems yet, if you got any spare gems, probably put them on the market or try to get your level 10 gems. As you can see here, some of the big gems are selling for 250G. That's crazy. And that's actually a really good gem for me, funnily enough. Oh, man. Those are crazy good gems. I'm not even going to lie. This is like a crazy good gem. It's like the best DPS gem in the game, just an FYI. Now, ability stones and accessories, we're going to go through that quickly as well. Um, all I'm going to say with ability gems, like probably the top ones are most likely going to be anything with adrenaline. This is obviously a maybe a gold selling one because Spirit Absorption is not even that great for Deadeye. The Ambush Master and Grudge one, that's actually pretty decent. You would probably buy that. This is probably more of an Inferno build. That is definitely not very good at all for a Deadeye. Anyways, it doesn't matter for me because it's for everyone. But you can see here, like a few of the good ones are one of the best slot classes ones here as well. They're selling for quite high. Now you got the usual adrenaline. If you got anything adrenaline and grudge, you get about 6k for it pretty easily. So with ability stones, it's still the same combat ones that are easy sells at the moment as well. And I gotta say, if you look at the career best in slot and then put it to an ability stone, you're probably gonna get a good amount of money out of it as well. Now Fion's cost is still there as well, so remember to include the Fion cost as well into this. So effectively, these about 10k each, 10 to 15k for including Fion's as well. Now, let's check the accessories out. Now, the most expensive accessories are going to be the ones that with class mechanics as well. Now, with accessories, this is the first one I've seen at 1,000,000, and it's terrible. It is actually legitimately terrible, and I have no idea why this is up there for that much. I mean, 1,000,000 for endurance and specialization. Gotta be kidding me. Now, this one's really good, okay? So there's some people who are pretty smart, and there's some people who's just like, do you know anything? So this one's actually really, really good for gunslingers, Peacemaker being at 5, because you only need +1 in that, 500k. Now, barrage enhancement for basically, a lot of these have got pretty decent shock training as well, given the fact that you have 12. It's actually a really good piece as well. This one's actually really, really good as well for a few classes with all-out attack. So you can see here, like a lot of them have been related to good combat engravings and now good class engravings. So a lot of the high expensive accessories have top tier stats, top tier quality, and also now it's more combat stats being put in as well, not just class stats. As you can see here, some of them, well actually most of them are now class stats coming into it, but you can see most of them are Curse Keen, Grudge. That one shouldn't be here either. That one's just stupidly expensive for no reason. I know it's got remaining energy on it, but propulsion's not really that useful. But I guess, as I said before, accessories have really, really, really inflated. And you can see here a lot of 6 figures. I did say last week that it died down a bit. There was not many 6 figures. But you can see here now there's a lot of accessories, like, blue quality accessories, which would have been like, 5 digits back in the day, now selling at 6 figures. So you can see where the gold inflation is really heading towards. Is really heading towards these top tier quality accessories. Now, overall, I'm gonna say I wouldn't be. By the way, also as well, all these accessories that they're trying to put up for 250k and stuff like that. Most of them probably won't sell because of the fact people keep undercutting because people are still farming this game and getting all these accessories from Volta and Vicus and Cuckold-Sided. Now, overall, I'm gonna say quality does not matter too much. Like you're literally spending 222k plus Fions just for probably like a percentage upgrade. Given that you have good engravings on your accessories to begin with and good stats. Okay, so if you have specialization and your best specialization, you get a good engravings, the quality upgrade is really, really minimal. Probably like 0.5% of a DPS boost overall. You're better off actually upgrading weapon quality instead. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it. Overall, a bit disappointed about the blue crystal prices going up. But overall, I think it's like, other than the blue crystal price going up and the accessory market overinflating, I think it's pretty decent, for pretty decent for Lost Ark. However, it's getting into the issue with the Diablo 3 real life auction house, where that ran into the issue was that your little monetary fate depends on the RNG that you get. And that's an ARPG problem, and that's pretty much it at the same time. An ARPG problem is that you are going to be, your money and your gold is going to be determined by the RNG more than the content that you do. Previously, it was determined by more the content you could do when you had Argos, Vicus, Voltan, before Cuckold-Sided came out. So basically, your weekly gold limit was actually the main gold generator, but now it's going to be different, where it is now if you get engraving books or an accessory, that's going to be your main generator as well. So maybe something to look at as well, maybe do the Abyssal Carriers, maybe do Argos, and then that's the worst part, because Lost Ark already takes a lot of your time to begin with. Now putting Argos and putting Abyss Dungeons to try and get an extra bit of gold puts an extra, 40 minutes per week. If you're going to do alts as well, it's already taken 2 hours of your time as well. And also you got Chaos Dungeons and Guardian Raids on top of that as well, where it can take more of your time as well. So just be aware of that. If you want to get the extra gold, you're going to have to take the extra time. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys have a good one, see you guys later. Peace out.